Perfect.
All righty. Good to see you.
You too.
All right. This is the interview section of the docuseries that I am doing, The Legacy of the Sexton, House of Sexton. And this is the one of the most talked about members. And to me, one of the most intriguing, because you're very intriguing. You're always everywhere. I love your posts. And that dog is just so beautiful.
He's my baby.
I can see that. I can see that. And so tell everybody your name.
So I'm Isaiah Anthony Sexton.
And you are where in the family tree?
I belong to Vandy and Venus and Sexton.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my mothers. Vandy is the one that made me a Sexton, but when did a singing competition back at Charlie's, like it had to have been like maybe 7 years ago. And that's when I met Venus and Sexton. She was a judge during the competition. And yeah, she became one of my biggest mentors. I did win the competition for $1,500. I got second the first season, then I went back and did it I won the second season. So yeah.
Nice. Very nice. That's awesome. I love stories like that. Um, what is your definition of a legacy?
Of a what?
Legacy.
Of a legacy. To me, the definition of a legacy is just to keep the family name going. Also to just uphold it with respect, also dignity and reverence as well. Recognizing where I came from and also just trying to continue to promote what started the family in the first place.
Which was who?
Um, Paris Sexton,
The
Mama.
reason that we're all here. And for me, the dynamic between the family, um, and I've said this time and time again, and I'll continue to say it, and now it'll be on film forever. Um, is how diverse that everyone is. You know, I know how everybody came from different parts of, everybody, but seeing y'all together is truly like a beautiful family dynamic. And Kiara did a very, very wonderful job in not picking, not choosing and finding you all because when I got to see all of you together, it was like putting Walter or Kiara all back together because all of y'all are literally pieces of her. And it just was so overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed the whole time I was there because like I was just taking it all in, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all are absolutely wonderful, and I didn't have that family dynamic growing up. My brother and sister were much older than me and they grew up together. So they were already like out of the house, married, kids and all that. And I was just like starting middle school, you know.
yeah, of
So like
course.
I didn't have that brother sister thing. I had friends, best friends, but it's not the same. So like to see all of y'all is it's great. It really is. And to be a part of it now is overwhelming and wonderful. And it was that weekend that I really wanted, like I was like, I gotta do something. I'm like, and I couldn't think of what I wanted to do, but I wanted to do something. So
Yeah.
years I was kind of like throwing out the idea, and someone was like, "Do a documentary," and I'm like, "Do you know how long it would be? It would be like 18 hours, to
For
cover
sure,
everybody."
with all of our asses.
Exactly. So I was telling everybody else when I finally got verified on YouTube. Um, I was like, "Sweet," he became my family, and I didn't know that word before outside of my family,
Of
you
course.
know. Um, so I started to build a family with him, and I got my boys, and I always had boys, and he was the first girl, and he was like, "I want you to drag," and I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "You can do drag, like that person does drag, that person does drag." I said, "But if you're gonna do drag, and I'm gonna help you and give you the knowledge that we have that I learned from, and give you the knowledge of these girls that taught me. The first thing you're gonna do before we put some makeup on you and throw on them shoes and sit me and lovely, you're gonna come to me and you're gonna sing your song with no music, words."
Yes, that's amazing.
And he looked at me. He was like, "What?" And I was like, "You heard me. You have to know your words before you even step on that stage, because
Period.
that's how you command attention. That's how you command respect. You know." How many girls can you tell me that and don't know the words up there? He goes,
They
"A
never
lot."
know their
And I'm like,
words. Yeah.
"Exactly." And are
These
you
bitches
entertained by them?
never know their words.
Right. He goes, "Are you entertained by them?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "And do you want to entertain people when you step on stage?" And he's like, "Early morning, making breakfast. I wake up and I'm like," and he goes, "It's 12 past midnight. Don't close your eyes. You realize." I'm like, "You fucking bitch."
Yes.
I said, "Okay, we'll do a talent night this week."
I love it.
I loved it. I loved it. And I knew, you know what I mean? I knew this one was gonna be special. So helped him, like his first year, and and the name came from he had never seen Xanadu, and I was like, "How could you not see Xanadu? It's Olivia John." He's like,
Never seen what?
"Xanadu,
What is that?
watch it." You know who Olivia
Okay.
John is, right?
Oh yeah, I have to watch it.
Okay.
I have homework to do for
Xanadu.
sure.
Xanadu. So we watched it and he was like, "What's it about?" And I'm like, "It's hard to explain," because this was made in like 1979, 80. I'm like, "But you'll get the idea once it's going. It's about muses, And he's like, I said, they're like Greek goddesses, you'll see." So he
The
watched it, whatever. And when Olivia Newton-John came out and was the main muse, music, they give you inspiration and stuff from of different areas of your life.
yes.
And so her name was Kira, Kira. And she was like, "That's what I want to be. I want to be Kiera." And I was like, "It's Kira." And he goes, "Kiera." And I was like, "Kira." He goes, "That's what I'm saying." I'm like, "No, you're saying Kiera." He goes, "That's what you're saying." I'm like, "Oh my God. Yeah, okay, fine." That's your name.
Yeah. That's
And that,
hilarious.
like those are like the really great memories I have, because everyone's all like, "How'd y'all come up with the name?" I'm like, Walter Bean Walter.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
stuff.
So that's a little history, between us and everything.
That's
Um,
amazing.
when you don't want to be that girl.
I couldn't
You want to be
argue. I couldn't
the girl.
argue with her. Yeah, there
You
was no
want to be
argument.
the girl, not that girl.
She never lied.
Exactly. You want to be remembered. You want to be remembered. You want to be remembered, and you want to remember what you did, because
Exactly.
it's the years go by. The years go by, and stay in touch with all your friends and everything, because you just never know.
It's
Never
true.
know.
It's very
That's
much.
another reason why I wanted to do this, is because I wanted to not showcase who y'all are, but I wanted people to understand that in a world that's so divided, especially now, and so filled with misunderstanding and hatred and bigotry and just no knowledge of love,
Not at all.
that there is, and it's in Colorado, and it's in this legacy, and it's in this family name, and that's what I want people. in all of the social media world to
And I
know.
just feel like it's just a lot bigger than ourselves too. And like I feel like our talents go a long way. My biggest thing is like to set an atmosphere for the audience, right? Like as an entertainer, I don't ever want to like sing a song that doesn't really have substance to it or make people feel something. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
that could mean anything from like comedy to sex to like love to like making a bitch cry. You know what I mean? Like I just want to make people feel something. And
I
it's
love that.
and like especially like you said, just like in a time like as this, and like my life isn't perfect at all, like by any means. And like
What's
honestly, like
perfect?
even when
Nobody.
even when I'm going through like my toughest times, like kind of like these past few months have kind of sucked, I'm not gonna lie. But I definitely do have my family, like my family of course, but then like the Sextons have been there for me. My sisters too, like um Gianna Sexton, like Victoria and Michael Sexton has been there a lot for me too. My mom's have. And yeah, I don't know what I would do without these bitches. Or just even my like my like coworkers at tracks too. Like just the community really does come together. And I feel like sometimes I forget that. And even when I'm afraid to ask for help, like
Don't ever be. Don't
it's
ever be.
it's always there. And I'm very, very, very thankful.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like you give what you get. You hear these quotes all throughout your life, but when you understand you get that, and you understand you get what you give, things in your life get so much easier, and the little things are what matter the best. They really
I
are.
agree. And I've been trying to do my best at counting my blessings a lot more lately. Yeah, just to have more gratitude for what I do have.
And understand, and then this is something that I'm going through now. Understand that when it's bad, it's bad. You know what I mean? You can't get stuck in it because you're used to getting when it's bad. When for me, when it's bad, I'm like, and I don't fuck it. It's bad. I'm not gonna deal with it until it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I used to do that, and I used to work my way through it. I would tell myself, but why keep doing that over and over again, knowing that it's not gonna do anything mentally, physically, or spiritually. But when you accept it and you kind of just and let it go, let it go, let
and
it
like and as an entertainer, I feel like it's a little hard to sometimes
like
to
good.
like yeah to get out there and like I don't know. It's just hard to entertain sometimes, but like it is also just like very healing to still be able to do it. Like when you're going through certain things, you know. Um, yeah. I don't know what I would do
Eternal.
if I couldn't sing. I don't know how my life would be.
Well, you should think about that. Think about three things. Three things. Do you think that you would be if you lost your voice?
That's some good advice. I'll have to see.
And you know what I mean? It's like I really think about it. You know what I mean? And that's something.
I really don't know. Oh my God.
A technique. My therapist told me three things that you could be if you could never entertain again. And it's a possibility for me. You know what I mean? With this blood clot in my leg, if it's not taken care of, I might not get a bionic leg. Like I keep asking for, and I'm not gonna do a peg leg, so I doubt it.
Um, oh, but
I'm not gonna be a pirate, so
oh shit, yeah.
and I've gotten one thing down.
True, that is good. I know I'm good with people, so something along those lines.
Yeah, you could be good. How old are you?
I'm 32. I'll be 32 in
Yeah,
August.
yeah, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
I hope so.
Seriously.
I
And
think so.
if you ever like if you're down in the dumps or you're just like just feel like you talk to somebody, call me up.
I will.
I will always that name will pop up. I will always take your call.
Thank you.
Always,
That means a lot
always,
to me.
always. Because I know how it is when you feel like you gotta call somebody, but like you don't want to bother them with your issues or your problems or whatever. Call
Yeah,
me. Call me.
thank
I'm
you.
there. for you. Definitely. So we've talked about family dynamics and where you are in the family. How do you see the legacy dynasty, the legacy of the name moving on in the future? Do you see it as
Oh,
a positive thing? Do you see it as a thing that we all are going to be like getting together more and making a better attempt?
um, yeah, I feel like as long as we keep coming together the way I feel like we have been, I feel like everyone's been the last like 2 years, I feel like everyone's been putting in an effort to at least show up for Christmas, or like we've been going to like Waterworld or hanging out
I've
separately.
heard of that. It's so much fun.
Yeah, like even just like hanging out separately, whether it's like all together or just individually. Like I know I definitely get my alone time with like everybody for the most part. Or at least try to, or like every time we see each other, but I mean we're all very busy too. Like have very busy lives. So like it's not like we do get a chance to always all get together. But I feel like when we all have the time, everybody does. And then yeah, I feel like there's new babies popping up, which is so good. Um,
Yeah, I'm very interested to like have that group chat.
I'm over here itching for kids too, so who knows? Um,
Oh,
we'll give it a couple. We'll probably give it a year or two. But yeah, just like even being asked, there are people are starting to ask us like younger sextons, more or less like for advice and shit, and that's been nice to just like even take these younger gays under my wing and like kind of help them with what I can. I can't always do the most like financially, but I mean I do know how to sing a fuck out of a song, so.
right. I mentor. Mentoring, seriously, it's a huge thing. You know what I mean?
I could fix the
Understanding,
wig, and I could be. I have a.
understanding, understanding. You know, teaching. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I really want to get to see their perspective and what they feel. You know, the sex of the name means, and you know if they know where it comes from, and like the roots. You know, because that's what this whole thing is about. You know, it's about, like I said, you know, the first part's going to be the interviews, and then I'm going to preview everybody's interview, and then I'm going to release everyone's interview. So I'm going to need all your social links that you want connected to your profile on YouTube, and I'll subscribe to everything, you know, all your socials, all that, so everything can be connected. Because what I want, what I need, and what's going to work for everybody, um, and work for the I can never find a good selfie stick that can always phones. I always lean to the left. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
my foot under it. Okay, one more time. Turn it to right. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh. Um. Not only do I know that this is going to be beautiful project, a movement, but it's going to be therapeutic, and it's going to be something of substance. Because what I'm going to do is once it takes off, I'm like right here in my numbers of not moving on to the next step, which is monetization, which means getting sponsors, which means making money. So when my videos start to make money, y'all start to make money. That money, like I'm gonna donate it, partial, half of whatever I make from all these videos, and start a fund under, you know,
Yeah, I
tuition.
mean, and that's like really cool because I really do. I am starting to get into more pageantry. I think I am gonna run for a pageant this next year. So yeah, I'm really excited to start getting into that side of things as a male entertainer too. Like I dabble in drag every once in a while, yes. But I'm very blessed to be able to be part of drag shows like at these big bars. Like I'm in shows at X Bar, Charlie's, Tracks. I've performed on main stage at Pride just as Isaiah Anthony Sexton being able to sing. So I'm
Right.
very just thankful to do that. But I'm not experienced with pageantry, so I'm excited to start putting my foot in the door with that.
And Colorado has,
There's something with pageants, but they have been stepping up a little bit more, and I see more male entertainers that I could compete against here too. That is nice. I don't want to just go. I don't want to get handed anything. I want to like compete for it. So,
definitely, definitely love that, love that.
but I'm gonna need sponsors. So let's make sure we do good.
Got you, got you. I got you. Trust me. I've been in the entertainment business and the pageantry business for over 30 years, so I know all about the money side of it
I
and how
believe
to get it and
it.
how to get it and how to do a little daddy.
Come
Yeah,
on.
and that's something also that I love because there's I keep saying movement. It's not a project; it is a movement that we're creating because I've got friends, like I said, throughout the whole country, and all of us old school girls and boys are starting to come back out from our crypts and putting up our ideas again and pulling up like their people. So like we're really creating a movement right now, and it's really going to start all across the country. You're going to see that old school drag coming back. That old school feel, like that the camaraderie. You know what I mean? None of this bitterness. RuPaul's bullshit, horribleness that everyone is like just adapted to. Yeah, it's ruined drag for me. It really has. It was cute when it came out, and it was fine, but there was a moment where it was just like, oh my god, another season.
Yeah, drag is definitely subjective for sure.
Yeah. So I think we need to take it back and strip it and be like, no, 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 no. Gotta
Uh-huh.
know, gotta know where it comes from. Gotta know where your name comes from. You got a name? You want a name? You want to create your own name? Like
Uh,
these are the ideas that the youngest need to think about.
yes, it's true.
Love that. Cool, cool. Do you have any questions for me?
No, honestly, I was actually just curious about the history. Um, and yeah, your stories amazed me, and I'm really happy that we got to talk. I almost cried a couple times too, so yeah,
I know.
I'm just
I
really
know we
happy we
got to
got
hear
to
too.
meet. Yeah, I'm really happy that we got to meet. Where do you live at?
Outside of New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I lived and worked in New Orleans for like 15 years on Bourbon Street,
Okay.
um, at the Bourbon Pub. I started working as a Sunday night show. I worked as Miss Louisiana, and then the next year I was co-hosting the Wet Boxer contest on a Wednesday and Sunday, and then the third year I ended up having 4 shows a week.
Oh, damn.
And by the
Do you still do shows?
I'm in my hiatus right now.
I feel that. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, so nobody bullied me.
Now you were the one to go to.
Trust,
That's
I'm the only one. The only one. Yeah,
that's so nice.
yeah. It
All
was
right. Do you
crazy.
have any more questions for me?
No, no. I'm so glad that we did this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to you. Like I said, anytime you need me.
I appreciate that. And thank you for doing this too. Like you said, it is a movement. It is therapeutic. Honestly, I'm glad I just had you to talk to tonight. Really, this was nice. I am glad to be a part of something a lot bigger than myself with so many, like you said, just a very diverse family, and we all come from different places of this family tree. And to see how we all connect is it's fun, and it is beautiful, and it is something I'm gonna go to bed very grateful for tonight as well. And yeah, I'm very. I kind of mad I didn't go to karaoke and go see Venus tonight, but it's fine. I'm actually
Oh, you know what you can do? You can
uh
tell her, look. Grandma has sent you 4 notifications about this interview. You better log in anytime because she has not answered back.
I'm gonna tell her.
Her
I'm
and
gonna tell
Vandy.
her.
And I made it known. If they don't leave me an interview, I'll make my own interview for them. I'll their own profile. So yeah.
She's gonna, she's gonna get. Oh no, no, I can only imagine.
Like this. All I know about her is
Just kidding.
just kidding, not
Just snort your nose really loud
oh trust.
for
Trust.
for Vandy, and then Venus just sing a song.
While snorting.
Oh hell no, she don't do that. That's it. All right. Well, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
You too. I love you and I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, of course. Sex and besos.